In Scooby-Doo Frights Speedrunning, there is one level that is deemed to be the most boring, excluding the chase levels, of course. 4-4. To most, if not all runners, this level is the epitome of linearity. There are no major skips to help speed up level progression. You play as Sir Frederick the Knight and Daphne the Viking, and traverse through the castle, beating up bad guys as always. The one question on runners' minds is, will there ever be a skip in 4-4? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we will be looking at the most fortified level in Frights. Four is a very well-designed level, when it comes to making sure the player doesn't do anything unintended, that is. All mandatory fights have no workaround. There are no tricks to skip platforming or puzzles, and movement plays a very small part as a whole. The level boils down to only fighting. The speedrunning community has tried time and time again to find some way to break it, but to no avail. In the early days of FF speedrunning, there were very few attempts of finding a skip in 4-4. Even when someone tried, nothing would be found. To this day, nothing has been uncovered. While there is one way to get out of bounds, it currently has no uses as it leads to a previous point in the level. This doesn't mean that the community hasn't tried anything else, though. There has been a theoretical skip, originally thought up by Pet Monster 101, former 80% world record holder. You see, during one of my glitch hunting sprints, Pat proposed that I try and get on top of the dragon's head and go out of bounds in the first major fight room in the level. There was some weird platform high up on the right side of the head in which you could get to. Now, all I needed to do was find a way to get on top of the head. The thing was, though, the sides were very slippery, making it extremely hard to stay grounded. Even with Explore mode, a game mode in which you are able to use all costumes, including regular characters, you couldn't do much. With this gaping hole in the theory, progress came to a halt. To this day, no one knows if getting out of bounds using the dragon's head is possible. There might just be a way, however. Using Cheat Engine, you can get infinite jumps, which would allow you to reach places originally thought unreachable. This was discovered by Sam, glitch hunter and speedrunner of various Scooby games. Cheating isn't allowed in speedruns, so this would just be information about the level itself, rather than a potential skip. With that theory down the drain, chances of a major skip were very dire. Any other attempts of finding a skip would be met with instant roadblocks, as 4-4 has proven to be the least broken level in the game, with its airtight barriers surrounding the entirety of the castle. There is just one trick, however. In the middle of the level, there is a room containing 4 cranks stacked up on top of each other. The first 2 you turn will open doors that let out 3 wolves. It is possible to skip fighting these wolves. You see, normally, 1 or 2 of the wolves have a chance of going into a knockdown state before going through the open door. The important thing about this is that the door that lets them out closes after a set time. When it closes, a sort of death clank is set behind it. This would evidently kill the unsuspecting knockdown wolves once they're positioned behind the door. This would save around 5 seconds per crank, assuming without it you have perfect wolf quick kills. The only problem is that doing this is very inconsistent. The wolves don't always go into a knockdown state, which gives the trick a high luck factor. Aside from the small optimization, nothing of great, or even smaller, magnitude has been discovered. As it stands, 4-4 is unbreakable. Sure, you have the little trick with the wolves, but really and truly, there's nothing big. Who knows? Maybe something will come up that completely shakes up the current route, but for now, that potential skip will remain elusive.